Meenakshi Upadhyay, and if you've read my book Verbal Ability and Reading Comprehension for CAT by McGraw-Hill Education, you might be well aware what I'm into. And this is just a short video to help all the aspirants who are preparing for the CAT exam and also for the non-CAT exams. In general, MBA entrance preparation exams. If you are looking at it, there are some things that you have to keep in mind. There are many people who talk about preparation as in just mugging up grammar or mugging up vocabulary, but they forget the essential aspect of understanding the author's mind. See, we might mug up everything that is there, but if you're solving, say, comprehension, you need to get into the mind of the author. Sometimes we get our personal biases, So if I am saying there is a passage which is talking about how boys and girls are treated in a different manner, and there is an option which is saying discrimination in the treatment of boys and girls, that's actually a wrong option, because here the author is just talking about how they were treated differently. Different does not always mean discrimination, right? Like, when you were a child, 2 years old, and how you are at 20 years, you cannot be treated in the same manner. So, this is what is the personal bias that creeps in. And this is what we have tried to address in our book, that is the Verbal Ability Reading Comprehension for the CAT. You can, in fact, go through some of the questions, solve them, and see, and how it enhances your skills. Plus, reading skills is something that, again, is lacking in most of our readers, like understanding the theme, the crux, questions like what is the crux of the passage, what is the principal information of the passage, what is the author trying to convey in the passage. These questions can be simply answered just by understanding what is the idea of the passage. And again, when we are doing our reading in school and college, nobody tells us to do that. If you understand what is the theme, automatically you understand what is the main idea, and 60% of comprehension and even I'll tell you verbal ability questions are based on that. Again, one of the techniques that I have talked about in my reading skills section, which I believe you will enjoy doing and solving. And then when we talk about, say, verbal ability question types like parajumbles, etc., the new question that has now come in CAT, actually it's not new, but it's just without options, which is called as TITA, commonly known as the TITA question type, which means type in the answer, in which the questions are without options. Now these question types, again, if you understand what is in the mind of the author, if you understand what he's trying to convey, automatically solving it becomes much easier. Now let's talk about a little bit about the non-CAT exams, like your ZAT, IFT, SNAP, NMAT, etc., which is just down the line actually, and happen together with the CAT exam. And they are equally important because many good colleges subscribe to them. So in those exams, vocabulary plays a very, very important role. Now just to keep, if you just keep a list and start mugging up from it, what happens is we forget visualization. But if you can visualize the words, if you can use root words like we have done in our root words chapter, let me give you a very short example. CIDE, side. Side means to kill, right? And if you see that root word anywhere, you know it is talking about killing. So let's talk about first killing of yourself, suicide. Patricide, patriarchal societies we know about. So patri is again a root word. Again, we've talked about it in the root word section in the vocabulary book, that the VARC book that I'm talking about. So patricide, matricide, fraternity, you have heard this word, fratricide, infanticide, pesticide, weedicide, fungicide, you name it, you have a side, it means to kill that particular thing. Alright, so that's how you can just get a hang about your vocabulary. Similarly, logy is the study. So, sociology, physiology, psychology, again, it's all there. So, English is not so difficult. It's just how we have been exposed to it is what makes it tricky, is what makes it not reachable, especially to the non-English speaking belt, the Hindi speaking belt. They feel English is something out of the world. No, it's not. It's just a language. And language can be broken down into paragraphs, sentences, and words. And that is what you'll have to focus on. And if you have a plan of action, you can focus on those and improve your English within 6 months. And I can, in fact, promise you that if you work in a structured manner, follow the books that I've talked about, and also read a little, explore it a little, you will become a better learner and definitely ace the CAT exam. All the best to you. Thank you very much.